Now today is a very special day, and I know I always say that, but I got something really big for you guys, and I think it's gonna be really awesome here in the future. And as this video gets started, I wanna say thank you for Hims for sponsoring this video. Hims really hooked it up and made it possible for us to do stuff like that, but we'll get into that in a little bit. First, I gotta show you guys some shit. Sad and disgusting day in Georgia, but things are gonna get good today. I can feel it. You're gonna like the way you look, I guarantee it. And that's because today, I move a lot of my shit into my shop. Thinking to yourself, Dan, you're getting a shop, why am I just now hearing about this? It's mostly because I'm terrible at communicating things for the most part. But things like my frame jig, my project motorcycle that I've been working on and not working on really. I've been waiting to get moved into the shop before I finish building the bike. Grinder, my welder, just my tube bender, and some other tools here and there. I'm moving all of that into my shop today. And I'll go into that in a second. But, hey, by the way, look at that roof. How do you like that? You guys like that? I like that. I'm happy about that. Finn's on his way with the truck and trailer right now to help me move all of this shit. So what I need to do is basically play musical chairs. I was just gonna move the bikes out of the garage, but it's like this again for like the 5th time this week. That's good stuff. So rather than leaving mine and Laura's bikes out in the rain all day, I'm gonna do that with the GTR. And then get ready for when Finn shows up with the truck. A lot of people have been asking about the Harley build. I'll talk about that in a brief moment here. John Travolta, anybody? Okay. That should at least make some of it a little bit easier. Oh no, we didn't bring the enclosed trailer. This is gonna fucking suck. I thought he was bringing the enclosed one. Fuck. Dan and Finn's moving service at your cervix. All I gotta do, strap it down now. Yeah, this is basically all I'm bringing with me. And then the rest of this, I'll come and clean up later. There's a lot of tools in those boxes. We're gonna strap them down, but there's a lot of tools in these boxes that I need to bring back home later when I feel like it, which is not today. So basically I'll move the bikes back over here, keep this over here, and just kind of realign everything, make it look nice. I'm keeping the little mini Harley here because I want to build a stand for this thing really, really bad, and then keep it upstairs. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck that bumper. Now, early in the video, I mentioned that this video was sponsored by Hims. First of all, I want to say thank you very much, Hims, for sponsoring this video. All right, I'll play the devil's advocate. When it comes to men, we're literally the worst at going to the doctors. And I mean literally about anything. I had a cough for like 3 months before I even was like, fine, I'll go to the doctor, and it still took me 2 weeks to go to the doctor on top of that. I think for me, taking the time out of the day to go to the doctor is probably my least favorite thing. It's an hour drive to get there, sit in the waiting room forever with other people, and I don't like people. Just the whole situation sucks, right? Whether you're sick, or you have an issue, or you have a concern, like the whole process just absolutely sucks. And heaven forbid it should be a problem that you're not really comfortable talking about, like your hair, or your skin, or your penis. And if you're a dude, it's not weird to have concerns about that. What's weird is when you don't handle it. That's weird. And through Hims, you'll get prescription and non-prescription recommendations through real doctors. And they offer generic alternatives to name brand prescriptions. And the kicker is that they ship directly to you, so you save a bunch of money. Hims currently offers solutions for hair and erectile dysfunction. And they'll be rolling out some skincare products later this year. I think the biggest factor here is that Hims takes your privacy very seriously. And they offer affordable medical grade solutions. And we're not talking about snake oils or natural supplements. We're talking about medical grade solutions that have been well established within the medical community. And with Hims, it's easier and more affordable to get the products that you need for an array of different categories. And all of your interactions will be 100% confidential and HIPAA compliant. And this is the big kicker here for me. Like I said, I hate going to the doctor. It's my least favorite thing to do. I would rather put my dick in a blender than go to the doctor, to be honest. And I think part of that has to do with my tired of sitting down and talking with someone away from the comfortability of my own home. And that's what's really cool about Hims. You can have full-blown interactions with doctors without having to call or see anybody. It's all virtual. You type it. You don't have to call. You don't have to say, Yeah, my penis don't get up, or my hair is falling out, or my skin is flaky. Like, it's super convenient. And I get that a lot of these conditions are like uncomfortable for some people. In fact, probably most dudes don't want to talk about that. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's 100% fine, you don't have to. And that's what I really appreciate about the Hims products. Hair loss affects 66% of all men by 35. No offense to my dad, but if I take after his genetics, this shit's gonna be gone in like a year. Matter of fact, I think he started losing hair at 25, and I just turned 25. There's nothing I can say to make this less uncomfortable. But the point is that if you have these issues, you don't have to talk to someone, and that's the coolest part. Hims sent me out, they sent me out their hair care box. Future you thanks you. They gave me hair vitamins in gummy form because they know I'm a fucking child. Also, as a shampoo, I'll be testing that out tonight and rubbing it all over my face. Minoxidil, minoxidildo. Comes in a little dropper. One thing I do want to note is that their non-prescription stuff is available in all 50 states. So I guess I just put this on my head. I use a dropper and I put it on my head. Show your support for my channel by going to my custom URL, forhims.com/doitwithdan. Use my custom URL right here, it's in the description. Hims will give you a virtual visit with a licensed doctor, and they will give you, my viewers, a whole month trial of the comprehensive hair kit, including prescription and non-prescription for just $5. Click on the website for all the full details. I'll get back to you guys in a month when I've gone through all this stuff and let you guys know how my experience has been. Now, back to the regularly scheduled program. So now that we're all packed up and ready to go, I can tell you about the shop. So, technically I'm sharing the shop with Wow Motorcycles. The shop isn't like one of those open for public type of deals. You guys are gonna see in a little bit how fucking big and crazy it is. But I got my own bay and I got my own area and we're gonna set up a bunch of tools and stuff. Matter of fact, I need to make a list of tools that I need. I like having my basic tools at the house. You know, any wrench that I need, any socket that I need, so I can work on smaller things here and there. Anything that I can, if I need to pull a tire off my motorcycle, I can, stuff like that. Need to pull the wheels off my car, I can. But if I'm building something or grinding, or I got a lot of projects already at this shop ready to go, along with a billion different parts, and you guys will see that when we get there, how absolutely huge this place is and ridiculous it's gonna get. I'm driving my truck, Finn's got the trailer. This shit is so sloppily like tied down, but I don't give a fuck. If that Harley falls out, dude, I could give a fuck less at this point. I told you guys I'm blowing that thing up, right? Not my uncle's little one, no, not that one, but the one I've been building. There's gonna be some discrepancies with registering that bike as a custom build. A lot of people are telling me just to rip a VIN number off of like another motorcycle and weld it on and shit like that, or just swap VINs or whatever. I'm like, that is registration and insurance fraud, which is pretty illegal. Like, I know I do a little bit of illegal stuff on my channel when I speed and whatnot, but that's like go to jail illegal, like a lot of it illegal, and I'm not trying to do that. So I think the next project I take on is gonna be a little bit less in depth, but I'll have the frame jig if I ever need to do another framer truancy type of deal. Everything seems to be holding up in the back of the truck. I can still see motorcycles and shit. So yeah, the little Harley that I rebuilt, I just did that. I mean, it's cool that it runs and drives and I can drive it if I want to, but the whole reason I did that bike is so I could look at it. Like, I just wanted it to look cool and kind of just be like a little, I don't want to say a piece of art, because I don't know if it's considered art, but just like a talking piece. Yes, it runs and drives, which is cool, but I want to put that thing on a stand and it be like more of a talking piece, more of a show piece. I don't want to ride it around. So I'm gonna build a stand for it and probably put it up in my room or my streaming room. This spot right here is my shop. This is my little area. Fucking my setup. This is all my area. I got engine hoist already built in, some like lighting, strippy things. Guess there's already a bench vise, which is nice. I'll mount that over here actually, my own little desk, and then I'll got some shelf spacing, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this is all my little shop area, and then the only thing that's missing is the hookup for 240 volt, which I think we can hook up through here for the welder and whatnot. I'll probably buy another welder for my house too. But this is where all the projects will be taking place in the future, and the lighting's actually not that bad. I thought the lighting was gonna be pretty shit, but during the day the lighting's great. Of course, I'll bring some light boxes in here, but for the most part, that's nice. And we'll be good to go. Now, I just want to make sure everyone knows that this isn't open to the public. This isn't somewhere you can just come and see me and hang out. This is private property. It's closed. So shit like that. All right. Man, this looks a lot like it takes up a lot less room in here, because it does. In my garage, it looks a lot smaller. Let me turn the lights, see what type of lighting I'm working with. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now that is some good lighting. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. You're gonna get blown up. Probably, I guess, I don't know. This is good. This is awesome. And Finn just pointed this out that I have air hookups, which is nice. That means there's probably a decent sized compressor around here. So it's pretty big? Oh yeah. I can run scissor wheels all day long. I got a lot of room for future activities. God, there's so many stuff. So many stuffs for me to use if I need. I have access to some of this stuff if I ask. Like, I'll be like, hey, can I have this? And they're like, yeah, that'll be that price or whatever. But we have a lot of projects I get to work on. Alright, so now I gotta fucking make this not look like shit. But it certainly is nice to have all this room. I haven't decided if I want to move my car to the right side of the building or not. I have to back my car in every time. But then I can just drive right out. I don't know, dude. Let me rearrange some shit. Alright. Now that's what I'm talking about. Bike displayed out. This will only be in here for a little bit longer until I get you upstairs, you little silly goober. The only thing I have to do now is that this little pile here between the fan and my other toolbox, just like this little segment right here, this is all going to the shop. That's the last thing I have to move. The fan is staying here, and then this toolbox is staying here too, and I didn't feel like cleaning any of this up right now. But other than that, it's good. It feels good to have my garage space back, especially now that I have all this room here to get in and out. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of that bumper too. God, it feels good to have my garage back. And I can't wait to start making videos in the new shop. I gotta order a bunch of tools, but for the most part, it's good to go. And then once I get it wired for the welding, we'll finish up the build project, blow it up, and move on with our lives. Because I've kept you guys in the dark way too long about that. My apologies, guys. I feel like I'm constantly making update videos like, hey, we're gonna do this cool shit this week, and then you guys are all like, cool, let's do it. And then, fucking hey, look at this. I've never had this much room before over here. You can open up the door now. Usually, if a passenger wants to get in, they have to wait for me to pull out of the garage, but now it's cool. It's also worth noting that the GTR is like significantly more narrow than the Corvette was, believe it or not. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. I still need to fix this rear tire. Ah, it's got a big old nail in it.